Hey, this is Amber. I'm a freshman in college, and I decided to do a video blog on what it's like to be an FTM's partner. Why I decided to do this is because I have never met an FTM before, so it was all new to me when I started dating my current boyfriend, Shane, and it would have been nice for somebody to explain to me, help me out, talk me through it. So that's why I'm doing this blog, to help any of the partners out there that are just going through this and trying to understand what it's like. My boyfriend and I met in our classes. I had no idea. It was awesome. I don't think anybody would know. He's completely a manly man, and he just walked in the door. He's pretty awesome. But we met in classes, and we started talking, and he thought it'd be cool to, make fun of me and stuff. Thought playing hard to get was how to get me. But, and we went on a date, and it was great. But we started hanging out for a while, and I'd wondered why he hadn't kissed me. And, I kept asking him, I was like, are you gonna kiss me? And he didn't do it, so I was like, what's going on? So when we went back to his dorm, he still hadn't asked me out. We'd gone on dates and stuff like that and really hung out, but we hadn't made it official. And when we came back, he asked me. He was like, "So I really like you, and I want you to be my girlfriend, but there's something I have to tell you." So he was turning bright red. And he wasn't telling me. He was just going, this is so hard. And he couldn't tell me. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So my boyfriend is adopted, by the way. He's Chinese American, and so I don't know why. I know this sounds awful, but the first thing that came to my head was he has an arranged marriage. This asshole made me like him, and now he's gonna go get married because he has an arranged marriage. And then he started really getting upset, and it 20 minutes went by and he still hadn't told me. So I got really worried, and I was like, oh God, he has cancer. This kid's dying. I'm falling for him, and he's dying. He's gonna go die on me. So I got really upset, and he was like, I am a male in a female's body. I'm transgendered. And I was like, oh, that's it? He's like, what do you mean that's it? I'm like, I thought it was worse than that. I thought it was something bad. That's not bad. He was just floored. As was I, because I was not expecting it. We had hung out, and I'd hugged him, and I'd laid my head in his chest, and I couldn't tell the difference. So I thought it was really strange. And I grew up in a really small town. So for me, no one had come out in my town as being transgendered. So I wasn't exposed to that. So I didn't know what it was like, and I was just like, wow. And I had 5 million questions, what's it like? How long have you been in transition for? The obvious questions. And he was just more than willing to answer my questions. And he's been great. He really has. And a lot of people ask, a lot of his friends ask, how do you deal with it? We've been to therapy together. He wanted me to come, and I wanted to go too, to meet his therapist, who's really helped him. She's been a big part of his life, and I feel like it's important to meet her. And she'd ask me how I feel about it, if I have any negative, associations with transgendered people, and I of course don't. I was like, no, I have no issues with Shane being transgendered. None. There's nothing wrong. You know, he's just like any other guy, just the anatomy. And me being me being pansexual, I just came out. It means that, for any of you out there that don't know what pansexual means, it means that you date someone based on their personality, not their gender. So, you know, you're into men, women, transgenders, third gender. So, yeah, I am pansexual. And Shane actually introduced me to the term. I didn't know there was a term to it, and so he's really helped me through that and helped my transition, really figuring out who I am. He's really helped. But back to the issues with dating a transgender, there's only one, and it's his dysphoria. For any of you out there that are not familiar with the term dysphoria, it just means that he's uncomfortable with the body that he's in. So it makes him feel very uncomfortable, you know, and the dysphoric feeling, you know, when you're first getting that feeling, it's like a self-hate. And it's awful. I mean, I've never experienced it, but I watch him go through it, and you know, from him telling me how he grew up and how he dealt with it at first, it's just hard. It's just, you know, it's me watching my boyfriend in pain, and I can't do anything about it. You know, how would you feel if you were watching your loved one in pain, and you can just stand there and just try to comfort them, but I can't take the pain away. That's what's rough. But other than that, no issues. Actually, I'm probably never going back to cisgendered, which means biological males. I'm probably never going back to cisgendered males. Yeah. Because he's on a totally different level than guys, like cisgendered males. Totally different level. You know, he understands what it's like to have to go through the menstrual cycle, and, you know, how, like, you know, like, how our feelings, how we feel, it's fantastic. I can't even begin to tell you how much I love it. Because he's really sympathetic. He's very understanding. He's an awesome listener. Yeah, he's great. So for all of you out there that aren't familiar with the transition from female to male, which my boyfriend is, he's female to male. In the upcoming video blogs that I'm going to be doing, and, you know, in this one too, I'm going to explain, you know, what the transition's like, how the dating life is, sex, communication, you know, everything. I'm going to touch on a lot of topics because I go through it every day. And it'd be great to hear from any of you out there that are, you know, going through the same thing, or have any comments, or, you know, want to bring up some topics and want me to talk about it. I'd be more than happy to answer, because, you know, this is my life. But yeah, so I will see you next Wednesday. Alright.